my goodness, I will never get sick of this sound clip. Oh my god. How are you doing? Howdy. This is the Sideline Bleachers podcast coming to you, Santa Monica, California. Good to see you. This is the weekend edition, informally known as the weekend edition of the Sideline Bleachers podcast. It is so good to have you here today. Today we are talking about one thing. Who should the Lakers bring back? I was gonna do this into like a two-part thing, you know, or I was gonna put both of these topics, who should Lakers keep, who should they get, into one podcast. But I think I gotta separate these, because we gotta talk about these guys, man. Because there's a serious list of guys that the Lakers should really bring back. But there's a huge, in my opinion, discrepancy between what Laker fans all, agree to. There's too many Laker fans who think this guy should be back, this guy, and let's lay it all down. Name by name, let's go down this roster, and let's really think, should we bring this guy back? You ready? Let's get this show on the road. Gotta have my... Come on, man. Gotta have my soundbite if I'm gonna start, man.
Oh, hell yeah!
Mom, I didn't bring my soundbite. I can't go to school. I can't go... Yeah. Can you imagine, that's how it's gonna be in, 20 years? When, kids are gonna have these super technologically based, homework assignments. And there's a kid saying, Mom, I can't go to school. I left my floppy disk at home, and I can't. Do they even have floppy disks anymore? They probably don't, but floppy drive at home, and I just can't go to school. I didn't put the file in the proper format, Mom. Why do you do this to me? I hate you. Yeah, we're going to have shit like that in 20 years, I bet you. It used to be like, Dog ate my homework. Now it's gonna be Anonymous stole my file. It's gonna be pretty interesting. All right, I should make a podcast just Kevin's mumbo jumbo. I bet I could go on for years, guys. First up, a very controversial name, Kent Bazemore. Came in from Golden State this year. A lot of guys love him. A lot of you guys out there love this Kent Bazemore guy, and my question is, why? I understand to an extent why Laker fans love him. He shoots a lot of threes. He makes a good amount of them, and he scores for the Lakers, and he's athletic. He's not that great of a defender for, being the athlete he is, and he's not polished offensively. He is an athlete, but guys, he's not someone you want yet in his career, because he's fairly young, to have a pivotal role on your team. It's not a good thing that Kent Bazemore is the starting shooting guard for your Los Angeles Lakers. Let's just put it at that. And these inflated numbers, which are caused by some of the horrible shots that this guy is taking, the horrible shot selection this guy is showing to us on a national scale every single day, and people want him back, and I don't understand why. Can this guy play on a team with other superstars? I think he can. I think he can play his role. But what we've seen from him, guys, in the role that we've seen him in, what constitutes us to bring him back? I think he could be an interesting piece within, a championship team, a piece of that. But I think people are weighing over their heads on what this guy really is. He is not, the next shooting guard for the Lakers. Let's just put it, or hopefully not. Let's just put it at that. I think he could be awesome off the bench, but he does have the ball a lot in his hands, especially in this Mike D'Antoni system. I think he can thrive as a bench player, so I wouldn't mind if the Lakers brought him back for what he's making now, $1 million, but I don't know if he's going to try to make more. Huge note you're going to have to know with all of these players is that this roster is filled with young players who are all trying to make money. All these guys are trying to get them checks. All these guys, and they're all young, they're all in their 20s, mid to lower 20s. These guys are going to try to make money. It's make money now, win championships later. Isn't that how life is, really? Make money, and then after you try to go for the awards and the big accolades, I don't know, maybe some people just go for right away. But that's the thing everyone does in the NBA, and that's why most of these guys will sign their qualifying offers, but I don't think the Lakers are going to, give them their qualifying offers anyway. So Kent Bazemore, he does have a qualifying offer with the Lakers, which means the Lakers can get him if they want for like $1 million. It's around more like, it's closer to $1 million, not $2 million. And it's a very low $1 million, so it's not like a mid 1.5 or anything. If the Lakers can bring him back for $1 million, I see no problem with bringing him back. Except I think Kobe, at some point, if he's going to be still doing the stuff he does in the Mike D'Antoni system and taking the same shots, I think Kobe will murder him. I think Kobe will cut him not only from the roster, but actually cut him. I really think it will happen. Wait and see on Bazemore. I wouldn't love to bring him back, but he could be something where if he's not pricey and he's not gaining attraction from other teams, I don't see why not. Marshawn Brooks, no. I used to like this guy. I used to think he was a great shooter, but he's basically a worse version of Nick Young. And if you're not all of Swaggy P, I don't want just a little bit of swag or swag. I got to have that whole Swaggy P. I say no on Marshawn Brooks. Kobe Bryant. Do I?
Oh, hell yeah!
Exactly. You just that's all you got to know. He's here for the next 2 years. Let's just leave it at that. Jordan Farmar. Now, this is interesting. I love Jordan Farmar. I think he's great when he's healthy. Has some health issues over his career, but he's turned into one of the better three-point shooters the Lakers have had. It's a real battle between him and Kendall Marshall, which we'll get to in a bit. But I definitely think the Lakers just try to bring Jordan Farmar back, depending on how much money he's willing to take. Now, Jordan Farmar from the LA area, UCLA. He played with the Lakers, won some championships with them, loves the Lakers organization, has put that out publicly multiple times. I think this is one of those guys that would actually be willing to take a little bit of a discount and play for, that $2-3 million. I mean, maybe $5 million. I don't know. But I like Jordan Farmar. He's a young player. If I'm not mistaken, he's like 27. So not too young. But he's hitting his prime, which is when most of these basketball players hit their prime from anywhere from 26 to 32. Those are usually the prime years, the prime 5 years of a basketball player's career. I guess that's up to Jordan, whether he wants to stay in LA and play, what is bound to be or supposed to be the best, physical years of his NBA career. It's going to be interesting to see if he comes back or not, but I would love to have him back. So yes, that's the first guy I say the Lakers bring back. They should bring him back, is Jordan Farmar. Let's give him the Stone Cold seal of approval.
Oh, hell yeah!
Pau Gasol. I don't know if he's going to come back. Does anyone out there really genuinely think Pau Gasol is coming back? He has a coach who absolutely hates him, a front office who's dangling his name like they're playing a game. Is this a game? You think this is a game? For real, though, you're playing with this guy's life. And his profession a little bit. He's an unrestricted free agent next year. He's off the books. Do you know what that means? He's probably leaving. I don't know if something's going to happen where Pau absolutely doesn't want to come back to the Lakers, or if there's no other offers out there where he's begging for the Lakers to take him back. But I think this guy's going to find a home somewhere. He's too talented not to. And I really think, guys, the Lakers, while they didn't trade him at the trading deadline So I guess they could be like, pal, we wanted to keep you here. Jeannie could go up with her smile and say, pal, we wanted you here this whole entire time, which is why we never traded you. People always asked about you, but we never, wanted to trade you. And Pau Gasol can look him all in the face and say, screw you guys, I'm going fill in the blank. And he will go wherever he goes to. Because that is what wouldn't you say that if you were Pau Gasol? Hey, pal, what do you think about coming back to the Lakers where your coach has treated you like shit and we have just absolutely been putting your name... Oh, by the way, we did trade you for Chris Paul once, but after that, we've been putting your name in every single trade possibility. Screw you guys. I'm going home. I haven't seen a new South Park episode in a while, man. I missed that. Xavier Henry. Yes. I would love to have him back. He's a great guard off the bench, But the only thing I'm kind of scared about with him is, does he need the ball too much? And is he going to cost a lot of money? He might cost a lot. If he can come at a discount, yeah. Jordan Farmar is the only guy where I've had a definite, yes, you got to bring this guy back. I think Xavier Henry, I'm going to have to say it.
Oh, hell yeah!
I do love Xavier. I think he's athletically awesome. I say awesome a lot. That's awesome. I think Xavier Henry is just, he's an athlete. He has, some decent fundamental skills at the guard position. He's great at going to his left, great at going inside. He's working on his step back, working on his mid-range jump shot. You could tell he's practicing. You could tell he's gotten a lot better at shooting throughout this year. I would love to see how this guy can improve as a prospect, because one thing that a lot of people tend to forget about this guy is that Xavier Henry is 23 years old. He's a young guy. So if the Lakers could bring him back, yes, but I kind of get a weird feeling that he's going to be looking for money, just like the rest of these guys. Jordan Hill. While I'd love to have him back, I think most of the people who know that Jordan Hill has been absolutely blasting the Lakers. If you're a Lakers fan, you have heard at least one comment, right, where Jordan Hill has come out and talked total crap about D'Antoni, said he doesn't know anything that's going on, this, yada, yada. And with reports coming out today that Mike D'Antoni might be here to stay, which I think is kind of stupid, but it kind of makes sense, I guess. But I don't think Jordan Hill's staying. I think his comments after the trade deadline, came and went were very revealing, because he just straight up came out and said, guys, it was awesome that so many teams had interest in me. I feel honored. You know what that means? I can't wait for free agency. Oh my goodness. That's what it means. I think he's out of here. I would love, don't get me wrong, I would love to have him back. He's an unrestricted free agent, though. And that means he can go out and make whatever he wants, and any team can sign him for whatever they want. And he's a pretty good, scrappy guy. If something happens where no one wants him, then I say yeah. But the only reason he's not getting the Stone Cold Steve Austin seal of approval, because I think he's going to be really way out of the Lakers' price range. Wes Johnson. I need to get by quick, man. This podcast is a lot longer than I thought it would be. Wes Johnson. And we haven't even got to the good guys. Wes Johnson is going to be quite interesting in itself. I had a lot of hope for this guy coming into the year. He's athletic. And he's really, fun. He's lengthy, athletic, not very, not as quick as you would like him to be for his lack of weight, but he's very athletic, very lengthy, and a good defender, but not consistent enough of a jump shooter, I think, yet to really possess any, I'm not impressed. How's that? He's 26, so he is young, just like all of these guys, except like Chris Kaman and Pau and Nash and Kobe. We're like 4 guys. But I think he's going to make money somewhere else too. A lot of the Lakers highlights this year are this guy dunking, this guy blocking someone. I think someone's going to want this athlete on their team, and just like Jordan Hill, I think he's going to be a little bit too pricey. And the Lakers got him for like $5 million this year, right? I don't even see Wes Johnson really wanting to come back. I don't think most of these guys, these young guys who came here thinking that they would be mentored by Kobe and all that, are obviously kind of disappointed maybe. But I don't think these guys have really enjoyed their year here. So a lot of guys on one-year contracts like Wes Johnson, I don't think they're bound to really stay. First year, I think he's 1 year in and out. I think he's done his job. He came to LA, raised his stock, and now he's going to make some more money somewhere else. Someone's going to pay him. Chris Kaman, he's gone. Let's not even talk about him. He's gone, okay? He's gone. These are the guys who I think are interesting. Let's start off with Jody Meeks. Jody has had a great run on this Lakers team, but I think just like Wes Johnson and Jordan Hill, he's done a great job at being able to raise his draft stock, and he had a good amount of help from Doug Collins. Doug Collins on unnationally broadcasted game where Jody Meeks went off for like 40, 50, an insane amount of points. And Doug Collins said that Jody Meeks was the fastest player in the NBA. If you had someone running from one end of the court to the other, Jody Meeks would win. And, I mean, maybe pre-injury Russell Westbrook, pre-injury Derrick Rose, maybe. I might take Isaiah Thomas, Kyle Lowry. I mean, even Dragic. Jody Meeks is as the fastest player in the NBA. Doug Collins said that on national TV, and he just was all over Jody Meeks. So I think Jody's up and out of here. I think Jody Meeks has a role on another team as a guy who's going to be able to be that spot-up shooter. He's done an excellent job of doing that this year and facilitating for the offense. Not literally facilitating, because this guy doesn't pass that, much. But he shoots the ball really well. I actually do hope the Lakers keep him because he has come so cheap over the years, and he is one of the more improved players on this Lakers team. But I think he's up and out of here because he's only making $1.5 million with the Lakers, guys, and he's been doing it for the past 2 years. I think he's up and out of here. So say goodbye to Mr. Jody Meeks. Steve Nash, he's still here. He's stuck here, so let's not even talk about him. 2 guys left. Sacre. This should be interesting. Sacre. Unless you really love him, you don't really care if he's back. He misses a bunch of stupid hook shots. It's just bad how he plays out there sometimes, but he's big, he's athletic, he's a 7-footer. I don't think anyone's going to offer him a whole lot of money. So ring it up.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think Sacre stays, and that's a little bit of me just loving the fact that he goes crazy all the time. Nick Young. But honestly, I think he's going to be a cheap 7-foot body that the Lakers can capitalize on, and he's a homegrown name. So you love that. Nick Young. He has a player option for next year that, he can opt out. And he could, he has that option to come back to the Lakers. Most people think he's going to try and go out and get some more money. I mean, I think he might too, but I feel like Nick Young and Los Angeles just coexist with each other in harmony. They are so perfect for each other. And as much as I want to click this Stone Cold Steve Austin button, as much as I want to play the clip, as a Laker fan, you got to know that this guy isn't always going to benefit your team in the best way. He's not always going to be back on defense. He's not the best defender, even if he is, which is sad because he was guarding LeBron. And he's going to take a lot of unnecessary isolation-based shots. I'm sorry, Swaggy. But I think Swag's gone. I think Swaggy's gone. And I think it's time for the Lakers to get back to being serious again. Getting their things together. Nick Young was great for this year, but I don't think he's going to be, that much of a Laker in the next coming years. Maybe if he picks up that player option, then by all means.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love it. But if he wants more money than he's already making in the parameters of this contract, then I say no way, Jose. Sorry, Swaggy. But I'm going to have to let go of the swag. It's depressing. It's like letting a kid go. Ryan Kelly. I love Ryan Kelly. Bring him back. There's
Oh, hell yeah.
I think he's gonna be cheap. He could shoot very well. He has a beautiful shot, and he's a big body. He showed a lot of promise this year. And yeah, I'll play it again because
Oh, hell yeah.
I do like Ryan Kelly. He's a second-round pick for the Lakers, and I think he was a great second-round pick. He's very talented at shooting, and the Lakers could always use shooters. The last guy, Kendall Marshall. Now, let me get through this quick because we're already on like 21 minutes here. But Kendall Marshall has an exceptional ability to pass the ball. He can pass the ball. It's exceptional how he does it. I had one of the comments, on the last podcast, someone compared him to like Jason Kidd. I wouldn't say that, but if you want to kind of think about it, let's put it this way. Kendall Marshall's statistics, last time I checked was about 2 weeks ago, were identical almost, literally. They were literally synonymous with Ricky Rubio's statistics. Now, that can be a knock on Rubio, but it's also, kind of a glaring declaration that Kendall Marshall can pass the ball, and he can be pretty damn good at it. Kendall Marshall is going to be interesting because he is off the books, right? But the Lakers are, they got to think about keeping this guy. I'm almost positive that this guy's off the books next year, right? Yeah, he is. Okay, he's an unrestricted free agent. Might not be next year, but might be in 2 years. No matter what happens, here's the deal, folks. He actually is an unrestricted free agent. Here's the deal. I don't know where Mike D'Antoni is going, but I think he's going to try to take Kendall Marshall wherever he goes. Whether he stays with the Lakers for another year or two, or I don't know how long he's going to stay, but God, can you let him go already? Oh, my God. I don't know if he's leaving somewhere else, but I think Kendall Marshall is so perfect for Mike D'Antoni's system. It's a perfect relationship right there, guys. And I think unless Mike D'Antoni goes back to college, coaching college basketball or something like that, I think Kendall Marshall will want to stick around with Mike D'Antoni. Do I want Kendall Marshall back on the team? It's really dependent on how much he's going to cost, which Lakers, which would really, be on the team, if Jordan Farmar came back even. But I just think, man, this guy has an exceptional ability to pass the ball. I think he's going to leave I have this weird feeling he's going to leave with Mike D'Antoni. Or go to a system where if we don't have a point guard dominating system here where the point guard really initiates most of the offense, I don't know if Kendall Marshall's going to stay here, or if we draft a Dante Exum or a Marcus Smart type of guy, I don't know. But if we end up having a void at point guard, and we do need a point guard,
Oh, hell yeah.
bring him. Because he's an exceptional passer. I don't know if you guys knew this, but, like 3-4 months, it was just a month ago. I haven't checked it recently. A month or two ago, he was leading the league. He was the second best. He was second place, in 3-point field goal percentage. And he was taking a lot of them. And that shot is disgusting. It's ugly. I know. It's almost as bad as his hair. But he can make it. Doesn't matter how it looks. It just matters if it goes in. And, I would want him back. He is definitely on my list because he is so, so, so good at a certain thing. And when you can be exceptional at a skill, there's always room for you in the NBA. Always. So, let's go down this list. Kent Bazemore? Yeah. Marshawn Brooks? Yeah. Kobe Bryant? Oh my, do I even need to say it?
Oh, hell yeah.
You already know. Jordan Farmar?
Oh, hell yeah.
Pau Gasol? Yeah. Xavier Henry? I think he's going to be expensive, but I'm going to press the button.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jordan Hill, too expensive. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Wes Johnson, you're going to cost too much, too. Chris Kaman? Ryan Kelly?
Oh, hell yeah.
Kendall Marshall?
Oh, hell yeah.
Jody Meeks, I think, is leaving. He's only made like $3 million for the Lakers in the past 2 years. He's out. Steve Nash, I'm not playing the oh hell yeah because I am not enthusiastic or ecstatic about him being here for this season, though. Enjoy it as much as you want. Let us enjoy watching this building collapse. This literally is the epitome of us watching a building collapse right before our eyes while it is being, shaken and earthquakes happening to it, all that good stuff. We're watching the destruction of Steve Nash, guys, and it is sad but entertaining at the very same time. Robert Sacre?
Oh, hell yeah.
And my boy Swaggy P, I can't believe I'm doing this to you. It's like letting a kid down. I can't believe I'm doing this to you, Swaggy, but I gotta give you the no-show. I got to give you the no-show on that. Oh my goodness, we are in like 27 minutes into this podcast. Thank you for this. You know what? It's the weekend edition, and we had a specific topic to talk about. Can you imagine how crazy it would have been if I talked about who the Lakers should bring? This is just talking about who the Lakers should bring back from their current roster. And here's the final point that I got to make, ladies and gentlemen, is that whoever the Lakers bring, this roster is going to be relatively new, in my opinion. It's going to be relatively different. Expect to see a lot of new faces next year. A lot of them. But with that, the guys that I think we should keep. I gave them to you. Hopefully the Lakers keep who I want them to keep, but doesn't every fan say that? Thank you so much for joining us today. Check back with us next week. The earliest we will be here for you is Wednesday, either late afternoon or in the evening. My name is Kevin Coe. Thank you so much for joining us today. Recording this in the middle of April, but it's going to be out on the weekend, first weekend of April. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you. We will see ya oh so very soon. See you next week. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it's thick. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Okie dokie, I'll keep it low key like Thor, little bro.